a special gift that you have given us.
That you have been given by myself. All right, so this next beer is Goose Island. So I know a few weeks ago, it's been like a month ago, right? 3 weeks ago? I don't know. It's been a while. But they come out with Bourbon County, and this one is actually a flavored one. It's a Barrett and Vanilla Stout. So it is, that's all they say. Just kidding. It says it is floral and fruity, Madagascar vanilla, character with notes.
Notes of what?
Of toffee, oak, and chocolate. Sorry, I can't read. It's like gold on top of like beige. I can't read that shit. Fucking thanks, Goose Island.
Stacks on stacks.
Bourbon County. This one is actually a 14.9%.
This is really quite a smell. No, seriously, like, it smells sweet.
Right,
it smells
and
like
I can get the toffee from that. You know what I mean? Like
it smells like maple syrup with alcohol in it.
Yeah. Like an alcoholic sweet dessert.
Like tiramisu.
Tiramisu. Cheers to that.
Tiramisu.
Salud.
It's my favorite dessert. Thank you for the gift. The gift of alcoholism. That's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's super subtle. It's not like
It doesn't have that punch.
Yeah, it
of a
doesn't
14% beer.
You want that closer to you. There you go.
You want it closer to you.
I do.
It really doesn't have that punch though.
No, it doesn't. It's actually
Like
pretty,
it doesn't taste like a 14.9%.
it's
It
sweet.
doesn't. No, I'd want to eat this. I want to drink this with like something with like a cake or something.
Yeah, like a dessert.
You know?
It tastes like a dessert stout.
Yeah.
It doesn't. You're right. It doesn't give you like that punch
Like a
of
dessert
like
wine?
whiskey. That
like a
burns
dessert
on
It has a buildup where you can kind of feel it,
Uh-huh.
and then it becomes instantly sweet, and it drops.
vanilla. Like you
Yeah.
really taste that vanilla.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
and it's not
Pretty
like
good.
an
I like it.
overpowering vanilla either. It's like
Is
a
it-
super subtle, like nice, subtle, lingering vanilla that kind
Is
of.
it 2018?
I remember I was
2018.
gonna buy these a couple years ago,
Yeah.
but somebody convinced
can't
me
buy
not
this.
to.
You can't buy this. A couple years ago. This is a 2018. They didn't make it.
2016
In 2016.
and 2015.
Oh, because 1 year they actually went bad, so it might have been
What?
that year.
No, there was something about the company itself.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh.
I forgot what happened. That's with Goose
Mm.
Goose Island. Now I was talking to the guy from Windsor about it.
Oh.
Yeah, he said
interesting.
he stopped carrying it for that reason. I forgot what it was again.
Interesting. Okay then. Drama in the beer world. Moving on.
Always. Where's Beer Blood? Check it out.
Last article of the show. Second article of the show. We are going to discuss our most anticipated movies of 2019.
Yes.
Because it's the very beginning of the year. I meant to ask, how are you guys doing?
Good.
Happy
New
alright.
Year.
We haven't seen the YouTube community for a couple weeks now.
A few weeks.
We took a nice break
A
to kind of
hiatus.
hang out with family, around the holidays and kind of,
We sat around the house and did nothing for the last few weeks.
That's exactly what we did.
That's what we did.
Yeah, and then we looked at the camera and we're like, nah, fuck those guys. And then we just kept watching movies. That's exactly what we did,
I
guys.
watched Bird
I'm not
Box.
going to lie to you. We didn't miss you guys. We didn't miss you guys.
Oh, what do we want to have the comment, the word of the day, the comment of the day?
Birdsnatch.
Got him.
Okay. Shit. All right, Birdsnatch it is. Birdsnatch it is. So
Don't run into
comment
a wall.
down in
Or a
the
bird.
comment section below, the word of the day, Birdsnatch.
Birdsnatch.
The reason why is because we talked about Bird Box, but we were also going to talk about the
Bandersnatch.
Bandersnatch.
And then
what
I
is
messed-
that in Black Mirror?
Yeah, Black
that
Mirror.
interactive movie that Netflix also had.
I
We were
messed
going to
it
make
up.
it like a Netflix podcast essentially for this week, but we decided instead we were going to do the anticipated movies of 2019 since it's very it's right in the
Early on in
beginning.
the year.
Early on in the year, might as well talk about that and everything. So we ended up it was you, right?
Yeah, it was me.
Do we want to list off the movies?
We'll list off the movies. But no, he was talking about how I said
Birdsnatch.
Birdsnatch. 'Cause
Yeah.
I was going to say, well, what about Bandersnatch? But what came out was, what about Birdsnatch? So
Now you're in on the inside
Caw-caw!
joke. So, Birdsnatch.
Birdsnatch.
Comment down below. Birdsnatch.
below.
Okay, so
Don't tell your
anticipated
president.
movies. We have
reach
an
for it.
article from Variety.com that lists about 25 movies, but we've taken that list and we've
Shortened
picked
it.
our 3 most anticipated.
Oh, I thought we were
each.
going to list the movies.
No, fuck that.
Let's list the movies. That way they know exactly what we're listing from.
Yeah. It'll take
Fine.
5 seconds.
Fine. Okay, you already
All
wrote
right.
them down.
I wrote them
so-
down. So it's going to be really quick.
He didn't include How to Train Your Dragon 3 and Frozen 2. Go.
Okay. All right, so 23 movies that I'm going to list out are Glass, Lego Movie 2, Captain Marvel, Us, which is the follow-up from Jordan Peele, Dumbo, Pet Sematary, Shazam, Hellboy, Avengers Endgame, Pokemon
What's that one
Detective Pikachu. That Pokemon Detective Pikachu actually seems pretty funny.
I'd watch it.
Live action Aladdin.
How much action?
Lots of action.
It's a porn.
On rugs, flying rugs.
Godzilla, King of the Monsters. They're still making those? Okay.
I don't remember the last time I watched a Godzilla movie. Not gonna lie.
Rocket
It's in the newest
Man.
one.
It's a movie about
Man.
Elton John. Then we also have Dark Phoenix,
The X-Men movie.
Men in Black International with Chris Hemsworth, so Will Smith's not reprising his role. Toy Story 4, Spider-Man Far From Home, The Lion King, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, It Chapter 2, Joker, You Are My Friend, which is a Mr. Rogers, what is
Like
it?
the story of how he
Yeah.
got started.
Is it what do they call it?
Biopic?
Biopic, I think it is.
Yeah.
And then Star Wars Episode 9. Your 2019 most anticipated movies other than Frozen 2 and How to Train Your Dragon 3, which I
Because
didn't really
nobody's
care
gonna
about.
watch those shits.
No one's. I mean, I'm sure, but but those are the most anticipated movies of 2019, as told by Variety. Now,
Alright.
we are moving into our top 3 most anticipated
Top
movies.
3.
So out of that list, the 23 movies, we have a top 3. So Michael, your top 3.
Okay, number 1 of my top 3.
Explain why too. I want to know why.
Avengers Endgame.
Avengers and that's your top one.
Well, I mean, it's one of my 3 anticipated.
Yeah, I didn't
number
number
them.
them
So
either,
Avengers
so
Endgame.
I was about to
Okay.
say I didn't number them.
Because I had more than 3 anticipated ones.
Yeah.
I just had to pick.
I had 6.
Yeah.
I had
I
7.
literally had to cut them out.
So I just wanted to pick 3, but Endgame was my one.
Endgame was actually mine too.
Okay, so that should go down to
Yeah,
the
definitely.
bottom area.
That-
we match. Is that on your list too?
It's on my list. too.
Dang. Okay, so
I
yeah,
know.
we're pretty excited. I mean, we're all pretty. I mean, like most of our podcasts, we talk about Marvel and we talk about Netflix. And,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we go into Star Wars, we go into.
Yeah.
So I mean, I assumed that would be on our list, but yeah, I'm very excited about it. Why? Because I just want to know the conclusion to Infinity War. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
They were both filmed at the same time. And so obviously it just happens one right after the other, and I just want to know.
I didn't know they were
just wanna
filmed. I
know.
didn't know they were filmed at the same time.
Yeah, because it was going to
they-
be Infinity War Part 1 and Part 2.
Oh.
And they decided, oh no, we're just going to make it 2 separate movies.
Nice. No, I'm excited too.
Yeah.
Especially after the trailer came out. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, totally.
that
I
was
thought
it.
they-
That's
thought they
all I had.
pressed pause on it for a second. I was like, oh shit.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna be like, "Beep."
That was it. That was especially after when the trailer came out. Now I was like, all right, cool. I'm super hyped. But no, I'm excited about that one.
Yeah, I'm excited for that one too.
Fucking Ronin. Okay,
All right, what's your second one?
let's see. Let's just move down.
Okay.
You pick one now.
Well, because we all got one, so
Yeah.
Mine is Spider-Man 2.
Ooh,
Spider-Man
Far From Home.
Far From His Home.
okay.
His is home.
Did you choose that one, Michael?
Nope.
No. Okay. So why? Hobby.
I love Spider-Man. I'm a big Spider-Man fan. It's probably one of my top superheroes. I really like the first. I really like the first Spider-Man remake that they made, Homecoming. I thought that was pretty good. There's already
Spider-Man
plenty.
Game.
The Spider-Man game already passed it.
Nice.
Platinumed it. He platinumed
Did
it,
you
everyone.
platinum it?
His very first platinum.
Oh, that's right. You did that a
My
couple
very
weeks ago.
first video game in a decade,
Hey,
guys.
cheers to that one.
Cheers to
Salute.
that one. Platinum.
I still have not
That.
gone into that yet.
My God.
2019 Game of the Year. Year of the game. Sorry.
Year of the game. And no, I really like Spider-Man.
I'm excited to see.
I'm excited where they're gonna go as far
Yeah.
as like their like his like
Because he
what's the
dusted
word?
out. You know, he dusted out, bro.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it's gonna be taking place after Avengers in Infinity War
Which comes out
or
first?
Endgame. Sorry,
It's confirmed.
it is confirmed that it's
Yeah.
taking place after that. So I want to see how it affected his attitude, how it affected him as a character. So his
Yeah.
character development, whether he's gonna be going into like a more serious,
Peter Parker.
like, yeah, Peter.
Peter Parker.
Yeah. Or if he's going to become more goofy because he's like, oh, I could die at any second now. He's going to take himself a little bit even more lighthearted in
Right,
a
right,
sense.
right. Become even more witty.
Yeah.
That'd be
So I'm not, and then the his villain for the movie, I want to see like
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Jake
Mysterio.
Gyllenhaal. He is going to be Mysterio,
No
right?
way.
Ah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
super
so-
dope.
So I
know,
want
I'm
to
really
see
excited
like
for that. It was going to be on my list, but
and
I was
Mysterio
like,
is one of my
it just pushed out.
Mysterio is one of my top favorite villains.
Oh, okay.
So
Cool.
I'm really excited for that.
You know, I really
Yeah.
like Doctor Doom.
Doctor Doom.
Yeah.
Doctor Doom's pretty badass, but they need to bring back Fantastic Four for that shit.
Right. You know what they confirmed?
That no
For
one
the
else
next-
is making a Fantastic Four movie.
Hopefully.
No, that they confirmed for the next Spider-Man video game.
What?
Implementation of Fantastic Four.
Ooh.
Really?
Yes.
So
Some-
you get to play as them?
I don't know. They're just saying, hey, they did like a Twitter announcement, and they just talked about how in the next Spider-Man 2 game, because they already announced that Spider-Man 2 is going to come.
Well, then
PS4.
even then for
'Cause
sure
they're-
Doom's gonna be in there.
I would hope so.
Oh yeah.
Done really well. It might be like a Fantastic 5 bit when Spider-Man joins Fantastic Four for a short while.
that'd be cool.
And
That's
you get to wear
awesome.
the Fantastic 5 Spider-Man suit, you know?
They had one.
Nice, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, my turn,
Vincent,
right?
yeah.
All right, so I'm actually going with Glass. I'm actually really excited about Glass. I really kind of looked at that list like, yeah, there's going to be a lot of box office hits, but in terms of storyline, I feel like Glass is really going to just work off of Unbreakable and Split. Like, I was so impressed by Split. I thought it was a really well done movie, and I liked the whole concept behind it and how they, at the end, they sprinkled hey, this is actually a sequel. So now I'm excited, anticipated for how they're going to actually all intertwine. I'm not necessarily impressed by the trailer. I'm not necessarily impressed by it.
That's the only reason why it dropped off my list.
Yeah.
The trailer itself lost me because of that scene where they're sitting
In
all together in
Yeah.
front and talking to that lady. I was like, no. As much as I would really like it, as much as I want to watch it, one of my favorite movies from the 90s was Unbreakable. I
Yeah.
fucking love that movie.
yeah, that was a really good
That
movie.
was-
It
Good
was
movie.
one of my favorite movies of all time. I completely forgot that it ended on a cliffhanger with the fact that he was supposed to be this like superhero, like
Right.
superhuman type of thing. And then when Split came out and I watched it, I was like, holy shit. And you know what the funny thing is that I had watched Unbreakable probably like a couple months before that movie
Really?
came out.
Wow.
Yeah. So I was really excited for that, but the trailer
The
killed
trailer,
it.
yeah, it does kind of like,
Not saying I'm not gonna watch it.
I'm going to watch it.
I'm still gonna watch it, but
Like-
but it dropped on my list because of what they did with the trailer.
Yeah.
I don't know where they're going with the story. Obviously, I saw the action scenes; they look pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
They look pretty crazy. But
I just really liked, who's the actor who plays the Split character? It's, what is his name?
shit, what's his name?
Dr. X himself. New Dr. X. What's his name?
What's his name?
It's not Dr. X. Is it?
Yeah, it's he plays
Professor X.
Professor X, sorry.
Yeah.
Michael, what's his name?
Damn, what's his name? I forgot his name.
I forgot his name.
I don't remember.
It
It's
isn't
drawing
even
a
coming.
blank.
But no, I mean, I'm super excited. I think,
Comment section.
yeah, please let us know. I mean, we'll figure it out afterwards. But I'm
I don't
just really
care. Comment
excited.
section.
Yeah, fuck you guys. We don't need you. We'll look it up. We have phones. Anyway.
Right? No, but I'm
don't
just
have
really
a phone.
excited
Comment
about
section,
how
please.
he's gonna. You know, it's
Comment
funny.
something,
I watched
goddammit.
it.
Please, just one comment, guys. Come on.
one.
Hey.
Just one.
Oh, we're just asking for one damn comment.
Not
Fuck. You watched
Mustard.
you watched first.
Mustard.
Yeah, you watched the first 10 fucking minutes of this video, at least. Comment something, please.
Just someone say Birdsnatch, please. Comment Birdsnatch, please.
Just hashtag Birdsnatch. Trend it.
Trend that shit.
No, I'm just super excited. I actually watched an interview with M. Night. I can't say his last name.
Night Shyamalan?
Night.
Yeah.
Shyamalan-ding-dong?
Shyamalan.
And to where he said that he was actually planning on it being like a 3-part series, but what turned him off is the fact that Unbreakable didn't do so well in the box office.
Yeah.
So because Unbreakable didn't do so well, he shied away from it. He was like, well, no one really liked it, and he kind of took it personal. And then for him to kind of, I just like the fact that he just, at the end, just threw in like, oh no, this is a sequel. And so I really want to see where he kind of takes it. But there is some talks that's like, hey, it could actually start like a whole another universe, you know, in that realm. Because no one's really doing superhero movies like he kind of done it, you know. Not like him, to where it's not blatant in your face, to where there's costumes and, you know, he's just taking a different story. Like no one's wearing costumes. They're all just personal. They're all just people who have abilities at this point. So it's just kind of like a whole new take, to where it's just different from what we're getting to, where it's Avengers and DC and all that stuff. So it's a completely different take from, you know, what has been.
True. But then again, you need to watch Watchmen.
Well, I did watch Watchmen. Watchmen's good. I'm excited for the Amazon series.
Yeah.
I want to watch that.
Yeah.
I'm excited about that one. Is it Amazon or HBO?
Oh, that's a good question.
I thought it was HBO.
HBO, really?
I think so.
Well, if it is, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's still pretty cool. I'm excited to watch it.
Amazon
All right, cool.
is
We'll
doing
find a way
Lord
to
of the
watch-
Rings.
Right.
We'll find a way to watch it.
We'll find a way.
Okay, so mine's next.
Yeah, yours is next.
Mine's is next.
Yours.
Lego Movie 2.
Oh, I knew that shit would be on your fucking list.
Fuck
Have you seen the trailer
Wait.
on it?
Wait, so are we?
Yes, I
adding,
have. It's
are we
hilarious.
adding another one back onto our list because we all had the same
No.
No.
top one? No.
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 That just goes on to the top 3 of my creative cast. So that goes down there. Endgame goes down top 3.
Endgame.
So we might not hit top 3 because we might not all have a movie that matches. Anyways,
Definitely
yeah,
not.
Lego Movie 2 because I loved the first one, and then I played the video game and I platinumed that because it was so much fun. And yeah, the movie's just hilarious. And Lego movies tend to be pretty funny. They tend to be like well thought out stories, but still fun and just kid friendly, family friendly, but still, you know, have its fun jokes and whatnot. So Lego Movie 2, pretty excited for that.
That's pretty exciting. I seen the trailer. It actually looked pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't watch it.
I
In
didn't watch the
theaters?
first one.
I still haven't watched the first one either, but it actually looked really entertaining.
If you watch the first one, maybe you'll want to watch the second one.
Maybe. But
'Cause
trick is,
of
I gotta
the-
watch the first one.
Of the Lego movies, of the
Good
Lego
luck
movies,
with that one.
Besides Lego Batman, of the Lego movies, Lego Movie is a good one.
Oh, I think the Batman was the one that sounded more interesting, though.
Lego Batman's
Yeah, I
pretty
heard that
hilarious.
one's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I watched it I seen the trailer while I was watching Spider-Man Into the Universe.
If it's on the TV,
It's
I'll
so
watch it. I'll put
Yeah.
it that way. I'll watch it for you.
I'll watch it now. It's out now. I'm kind of more into movies right now. I don't want to watch like long series anymore. I kind of want to watch something that's
I know.
just,
I've
like,
been watching nothing but movies recently.
Well, I want something that's just gonna end. Like I just want
Except
it
for
to start
Dexter,
and
I've been
end.
watching Dexter.
Ooh, you barely just got into that?
Season 3.
Yeah, I'm on season 3 right now.
Dude, it's
You
good.
know,
Episode
because it's
10?
on yours. Because it's on your fucking thing.
It's good.
I don't use his Netflix. What are you talking about? I pay for my own. He doesn't pay for it, and I just mooch off of him.
So
We should just
allergy here.
You should get that checked out, guys. Benadryl.
Banjo?
Yeah.
All right, Javi, I think you got your next one, right? Your last one.
Star Wars.
Star Wars.
I think Star Wars is pretty easy one, just because there's so much backstory. This is concluding a whole era.
Mm-hmm.
I think I want to know what the fuck Disney's gonna do with it, but yeah, I'm really excited for Star Wars Episode 9. I wanna see where it's gonna, what direction they're gonna take it in, how they're gonna end it, and then start their next one, because obviously they're gonna show what's gonna happen, or what's gonna kind of like
Come next. Yeah.
or even hint at it. So
But
I really
still, they need to have a conclusion.
Yeah.
The
You know what I
conclusion
mean?
is the top thing right now, just because it's gonna be.
This is one of the important ones. Or it's to me, it's like, of this trilogy, it'd have to be the most important.
It has to wrap everything up, and it has to be done very well.
And
There's
done,
so much,
and still have that like insight into what's coming next.
because
too.
the last movie had so many loose ends. They need to really bring everything together, even incorporate what happened in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Yeah.
and really bring that story.
That's
an
a big ask.
And that's what I'm worried about
But that's what you're doing. If you're gonna close the story, you have to pretty much not necessarily address each individual like movie, but show that every piece of that three-part of that saga is being respected, and it's being rightfully closed out.
Yeah. I mean, in my mind, each trilogy looks at itself, right? And has a closing, right? It has from, is it 4, 5, 6 had its beginning, middle, end. 1, 2, 3 had its beginning, middle, end. So, 7, 8, 9 is going to have its beginning, middle, end. So I just, what I would want 9 to do is just conclude, or at least wrap up from the start of 7. If it dips into the other, the prequels and to the original trilogy, which it kind of already has dipped into the original one, at least, because it happens right after the original.
Yeah.
That's fine too. You know what I mean? But I just wanted to have a good wrap up from what we have seen already with these new characters.
Yeah.
I think there's just so much anticipation about it and so much expectation about it that it kind of just turns me away from it at the same time, because I don't know if they're going to be able to hit the mark on it.
The hype.
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to hit the mark on the story arc. And
That's what I'm worried
the
about. Kingdom Hearts
storyline.
3.
But see, that's the thing, is that they decided to
13
to
years.
do their own version.
Yeah.
They went their own route with these last 3 movies.
Yeah.
Or the last 3 movies, and so they have to do it.
They
They're
should do it. I don't know if they will.
They're taking on such a large project.
But there's going to be a 10, 11, 12.
Yeah, and
So,
that's what I'm saying.
I don't think they
So
need to
for
wrap
me-
it up that much. I just think I just want them to wrap up enough that it's like it concludes at least from 7, 8. You know what I mean? Like it gives that kind of closure.
Yeah.
From those other 2 movies.
I think honestly, I think they're gonna like shy away from the first couple movies, like really bad, just because of the fact that Leia and Solo made out, even though they were related.
Oh,
and
Leia and Luke.
Yeah. Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
Leia and Luke.
Yeah.
And so I think they're gonna kind of acknowledge them. Oh yeah, this belongs to us now. This is us. This is Star Wars. Blah blah blah. But they're gonna be more. This is what we're about right here, and they're gonna do their story. And even after the new trilogy starts, I think they're still gonna bring up Leia. I mean, Rey.
Yeah.
I would think so too. Yeah.
They're still gonna bring up Rey and Finn and
Ben.
I think so too.
Which is weird to think that their stories are so much bigger than anything that happened in episode 1, 2, and 3. Like, even though it was a prequel, it had to do with a character that came out in the original trilogy, but not what's happening in episode 7, 8, 9 is like its own entire story versus the last two, which were very, very much intertwined and had so much to do with themselves. These last 3 are almost a whole new like saga by themselves. Yeah. It's weird, right? Anyway,
we'll see.
We can talk about this shit all day.
We really could. Are we continuing or are we pausing?
Keep going.
All right, so my actual I think it's my last one. Yeah, it's my last one. The one I'm actually most anticipated about is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which is probably not a surprise to you. I'm a huge Quentin Tarantino fan, with a top-billed cast like Leonardo DiCaprio and Brad Pitt coming and actually joining. I think those two are actually going to work really well with each other in a comedic level, like a dark comedy, that I'm just excited to see what they're going to really kind of make 70s. I think it's 70s hippie area. No, 60s hippie era of Hollywood.
Have they ever been in a movie together?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. But I know, I think those two together is like, why haven't they? Like, I think
they've been together.
They're just going to be a dynamic duo because they're really going to be with each other a lot of the movie. They're the main characters, so I'm excited to see how their chemistry on film is going to be. Because I really enjoyed Brad Pitt in Inglourious Basterds. I loved his character. Mm-hmm. I thought his character was fucking hilarious. And Leonardo DiCaprio in these past, 4 movies that he's... Leonardo.
You added a whole new syllable to his name.
DiCaprio?
Leonardo.
Leonardo.
I was like, damn.
Leonardo.
When he evolves, it's going to be Leo DiNaro.
But no, I'm super excited, and it's Quentin Tarantino. I'm always excited about his films. I think he always does a pretty solid job in terms of making films, so it's gonna be interesting to see for me. All right, so
next one,
Michael.
For me, my last one.
Your last one.
Aladdin.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I loved Aladdin when I was a kid.
Oh.
Loved it. And so, just very excited to see Aladdin.
That one took me by surprise. I'm actually surprised about the Aladdin one.
Yeah?
I didn't expect that one.
I'm not.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I didn't know you liked
He fucking loves Kingdom Hearts. He loves Disney.
I know you love Disney, but I didn't know you would want to see a live action of Aladdin. I thought you'd be a little bit more afraid to see a live adaptation to Aladdin.
I mean, I have my my worries just because, how can you replace Robin Williams as Genie? And then who's replacing Robin Williams? It's Will Smith. And I'm just not very excited.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Not excited about that, but I'm still very, very hopeful and still very anticipating this.
Will Smith
is going to be the Genie.
Out of any other...
Oh, you know what? I think I did see some things about... It's really disappointing.
Now I definitely will not care to watch that movie. If someone drags me to watch it, sure,
I'll go
watch
watch
it.
it with you, Michael.
No, you
I'll
won't.
go. I won't.
You fucking liar.
I'm excited for that. I'm excited for Lion King, and then excited
You can't
for...
add more movies to this. What the fuck?
Cut. Anyway.
For Mulan. Not that I'm just doing these anticipated for the next 2019. I'm just saying for Disney movies to come.
If it would have been
I really
Mulan,
like the cartoons.
I think it's funny that Disney has no fucking new ideas.
Right.
That they're just redoing all the fucking movies that they've already had.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're doing it in their animation, but not even then, because they're doing Frozen 2 and Toy Story 4, and
they literally did it in their animation. There's movies where they take the exact same scenes and they just put new characters in it.
True.
And they've done it in multiple movies.
I've seen that before. So nothing really new.
Bastards.
Except
Do
for
something
Mulan.
new, you bitches.
No, they decided to just swallow everything else.
Introducing Disney Plus.
They decided to swallow everything up, like Star Wars and Marvel, so that way they can be creative and do fucking new things. Aladdin, that one was an interesting one. But I gotta stop doing that. If a live action Mulan movie came out, I would be excited about that one.
I would be very excited.
Yeah, Your next.
I did my. We all had Endgame,
Oh,
so that was our top one. Then I did Spider-Man.
Star
and then my
Wars.
last one was Star Wars.
cool.
Yeah.
So we're moving on to worst movie. Worst
Of
movie.
the list that he provided, what do we think the worst movie of that list is going to be?
I'll start it off.
Okay.
Men in Black International.
Same.
Once Upon a Time
Absolutely.
in
You fucking
kidding.
asshole.
Hollywood. Kidding. What did I put?
Absolutely. I think
I-
that Men in Black is gonna be the worst movie from that list because this generation does not know Men in Black.
Even if
The
they
last
did.
movie that came out for Men in Black was what 2-3 years ago. Didn't do that well.
No.
Really?
And even the people that, right? Men in Black 3.
Yeah.
That was 3 years
No,
ago.
it wasn't 3 years ago. It was probably like
feel like it was more than
5
that.
to 7 years ago.
No, not
It's
7
been a
years ago.
long time.
Maybe 5 years ago.
I
Because
think like 5 years.
Josh Brolin was already. I think he had already started like doing. Oh, this is right before Avengers. Right before the Avengers movie. So I think it was the year before Avengers.
No, I think it was before then. It was like literally right after he did. Fuck. What is that one movie he did? It wasn't that far off.
Okay, so it was a few
whatever.
years
It was
ago.
a long time ago.
It was at least 4 years ago.
It was a while ago. But
It was at least
still,
4 years ago. So, on top of that, it didn't do that well. Nobody really cared for even the people that loved Men in Black growing up weren't that necessarily excited to watch that movie. So for them to try to reboot it, instead of, I take it back, for them to start another series, Men in Black International, they should have just rebooted it.
I think they're kind of trying to reboot it, and because it's.
But the problem is that they're already giving it a what's what they call it, a sub name, whatever the fuck it is.
International
Spin-off?
or
Yeah.
spinoff.
They're giving it a spin-off. Nobody knows what the fuck it's about.
I mean, that's the whole point of it. Like, it's gonna be its own different thing because now it's gonna go international. So if you walk into the story, then I'm hoping they don't bring up like, oh yeah, Will Smith and
I'm
Agent
sure
J.
they will.
I mean, maybe they will.
I
but
think I think they would, but it wouldn't be that detrimental to the story.
No.
So someone who hasn't seen Men in Black, they would still understand it, but at the same time, those who have seen it and are diehard fans that are going to watch it, they're going to be like, "Oh, I know what he's talking about because I get
but
it."
Who's a diehard fan of Men in Black?
I don't know. There's
Like,
people out there.
I'm sure there is, but I mean,
Comment
and,
section.
and no
Right?
offense, but I don't really think what's his name,
Chris
Hemsworth is that great of an actor. No offense, like I don't want. I mean,
it's actually.
I don't think that he's that great of an actor, and even worse in a serious role. When I see him in his serious
I mean,
tone,
Men in Black's not really serious, but okay.
well, at least not the first three were.
When he
not very
was
serious.
when he was serious in
like
either Infinity War.
Infinity,
I think
yeah.
Infinity War, he was serious, and I think he did a really good. That was really good. I thought it was really good.
I still don't. I don't see
Seriousness
them.
of,
I don't
like,
see him
talking
as a
about
serious
Thanos and
character.
whatnot. Like that was pretty emotional.
Well, but that's a comic book movie though. Like you can take that and take it seriously, but as far as like a,
I mean, the story's a story. You know what I mean? And if he can act it, if he does it bad, then it would have been me on the other side being like, I don't think he pulled off that serious scene at all. You know what I mean?
True,
but I think
true.
he did.
I saw. I get what you're saying, but for me, seeing him as like someone who's like, he's literally a dude in a fucking suit, like hunting people down. I don't see him in that role very well. I don't see him pulling out as even if it is fucking hunting aliens, which is kind of what it fucking does.
For me, I mean, I don't know. For me, I mean, because it's actually the duo from Thor Ragnarok. Who's the actress who?
It's Valkyrie, right?
Valkyrie. She's in it, and so is Chris Hemsworth.
So they're the partners.
So those are the partners, which is kind of cool because I did like their chemistry on Thor Ragnarok. I like that one, but I don't know. I'm just at a point where it's like, just let Men in Black die. Like, just let it go already. I don't think it's gonna be one of those movies like, oh my god, it's gonna be so good. Like, what more can you do with that?
That's what I was saying. Like for me, like at this point, reboot it. Do your own version.
Don't even reboot it. Just stop.
They're gonna redo.
Just stop.
Every movie that's been done in the past 15 years, 20 years has been rebooted.
I mean, I'm
Almost
hoping
every movie. So at this point, like they're gonna reboot it, but at this point, they should have just restarted the story over, completely went in a different direction.
They should have waited another 10 damn years.
But international, like at this point,
They should have just waited another 10 damn years for
well,
another.
the first one came out 15 years ago.
Longer than that.
Longer than that, yeah. It came out like 15 years because it came out like in. Oh shit! It might have come out.
We're old.
It might have come out when I was like 10.
Yeah, it was like 20 years ago or something like that. It came out in like the 90s. We're getting there.
That's true.
We're getting there.
That was like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Shit.
So,
but I think I'm on the same boat. I'm on the same boat for you. Yeah.
So your worst movie?
That I probably should have chosen that one. After all your conversation, I'm just like, oh yeah, that's probably gonna be really bad.
So without jumping onto ours.
My worst I wrote down was Dark Phoenix. Because I don't think they've been doing well making the Men in Black, making X-Men movies. I feel like they've just been going downhill.
Logan was good.
Okay, Logan was amazing.
Logan was good, but it wasn't the new. With like the new Professor X with Sansa Stark playing, Jean Grey. You know what I mean? Like that whole continuity crap where they did the whole multiverse or whatever.
Yeah.
I can't get into it.
Yeah.
And I tried with Apocalypse and whatnot, and I can't get into it. And I just don't feel like they were good stories. To me, they weren't big box office hits.
You got to give it to them though. They've been getting shit no matter what, and they're still coming out with a.
They have a
movie.
contract. They have to come out with the X-Men movie like every 2 years
in order to not lose it.
No, but it's not even them. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they're still pushing to fucking keep that thing.
Yeah.
They're still fucking making the movies. Most fucking companies would just automatically start another one, or like completely redo it. But they have a whole series of movies that don't make sense.
They did redo it though. They came out with this whole next generation or whatever.
Yeah, the first class.
The first class.
Going back in time type of thing.
But it's still technically like the same universe.
Right. Well,
it's two different
but
ones.
It's the same story because this universe split.
Yeah.
They should. You're saying they should try something different.
Right.
They should go a different route.
He's going Men in Black and saying just restart the whole thing.
Restart it. Try to come up with something that works. But
no,
they just said, "Fuck it, we're gonna keep it. We're gonna throw out these shitty ass movies."
I like Sansa Stark as Sansa Stark.
I don't
like her as Jean Grey
whatsoever.
So this movie is going to be all about her. We're going to be seeing her try to be serious and talk as Jean Grey and do her acting, and I fucking hate it. Yeah. I don't like it at all, and I'm just not excited. And I
like her as Sansa Stark, though.
I do too.
So
that's why I don't count her out, because I feel like she can.
But she was horrible in the last
movie. So I'll put it this way. I think we're all caught up on the fact that she is Sansa Stark to the point where
she can't play anything else.
She can't play another
character.
Not character. She's gonna play
not
a strong female role. She can't play another. What am I trying to come at? No, she's definitely not an alpha. Well, at least not until this movie. Her character is so big and it's in the spotlight that she should have gone for like a more like a home, like a more like relatable role where people see her as a normal person, blah blah blah. And then drop off and then come back for another crazy role because she went from one crazy role to another crazy role.
Kind of like,
but because she's been doing it for years, and then you throw her in this one, and you're just like,
she should have done the Jennifer Lawrence.
You haven't finished with Jon Stark
Jennifer
yet.
Lawrence. She should have just done maybe like.
No, what Jennifer Lawrence after her Hunger Games, she went to do like Silver Linings Playbook,
right?
And she
She should
have went that route.
Yes,
she should have done
Silver
that.
Linings Playbook was amazing.
Yeah,
I fucking love that movie.
But she's relatable because she's a human. She's someone who's just like, oh, she's a girl. You know what I mean? It's like a small time kind of like serendipity type of.
You get to see her as an actress versus another fucking like crazy character
as a human instead of her just being some crazy Stark, and you're like you've been watching her for almost 10 years now.
Yeah.
And then she turns around and now she's Jean Grey and she's some crazy magical woman still. You know,
Yeah.
it's like her going from there to there. Now she's gonna be in like the next Harry Potter. It's like she's not. I'm just saying.
But
that's what it would be like.
That's what it would be like. Yeah.
She has to develop as an actress.
Right.
You know, and that's what Jennifer Lawrence.
She can't take those big roles. She has to take the small roles and be big in them.
Exactly. Perfect. You're right. You're completely right.
That's what I thought when I watched the last movie. When I watched it, I was just like, "This is not for you, not right now."
Right.
This would be good for you, but you need to do
after you've done
not even 5 years. Take 2 years. Do a couple of movies
right
that are very low key.
Yeah.
That you can shine in. So that people can be like, "Oh, she's pretty good. She's pretty good," and then throw you in another crazy character.
And then it's like, "Oh, but can't she do Jean Grey?" Well, yeah, because look how she's acted in this movie, and this movie, and this movie. She's not just Sansa Stark.
No.
She's now this person, this person, this person.
And so for a lot of people, it's hard to like
separate
turn off
from the role.
one character and then turn off another.
Yeah.
You have to kind of see her as a person and then be like, "Oh, look, no, but she did really good in this one too. Check this out." Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
You can respect her line of work more so, and you can see how she takes on the character rather than seeing her as a certain character.
But yes, like you said, she definitely has to develop. She definitely has to have that experience because I don't think she has it right now.
She has to do the Jennifer Lawrence.
She has Sansa Stark down like a motherfucker.
Right.
But that's only because she's been doing it for so damn long.
Yeah.
I
see her. I know she's so little. When I see the first season, how tiny she is, I'm like, oh my gosh, she's a little baby. But
like a little baby.
but then I see her as Jean Grey, and I'm just like,
oh, Lord. Like, you can't say that back to back. Like you really can't.
I didn't. He said the first part, and I said the second part. There was a line. You see this line?
What? He crossed it. What were you saying?
I was just saying that because we see her as Sansa.
Yeah.
When she now is playing Jean Grey, I'm still seeing Sansa.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or I'm still seeing like you were saying. There's just no transition that helps because it's going from someone who's like, oh yeah, I know and I relate to this person to now someone who's like, now you're some like crazy mystical woman. You know what I mean? Like, and
this is kind of the same feeling I have when I watch Johnny Depp. I fucking hate Johnny Depp because he's never fucking normal. This guy plays a bunch of fucking idiots, crazy characters. I can never fucking take him seriously. I never watch his movies. I don't like Johnny Depp because he can never take a fucking role where he shows off his fucking talent. He's always just a random ass character that no one can fucking relate with.
He's a crazy ass character.
He's pretty good in Grindelwald.
So you can never relate with him. So he's always just this fucking random ass person. It's just a fucking character that shows up. So for me, like Johnny Depp, I don't see him as a fucking
Secret Window. You watch that one?
No, have you ever seen Blow?
Oh, I did see Secret Window, but that was like 15 years ago.
Yeah, no.
Have you ever seen Blow?
Have you watched Crimes of Grindelwald?
No.
Have you seen Blow?
Because he's not a crazy character.
He's not a crazy character. He's a drug dealer. But
Below was like 20 years ago, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But he did really great.
Secret Window came out 15 years ago.
So I mean,
and he was good in that movie. He was like a writer in that movie.
Lately, he's been like doing more crazy characters.
That's
like
my point.
Willy
For me,
Wonka.
it's like I can't even watch you because like
you should watch the Fantastic Beasts because he isn't a crazy character. He's just kind of like
a fucking wizard.
He still plays.
Yeah, well, sure, but I mean that is normal in that movie. You know what I mean?
But I think
it's not like he's the only one who's a wizard, and it's weird.
But I think Javi's trying to say like he wants him to play more of like a normal person.
No, I get that. Yeah. But he is very normal in that movie compared to like someone like Jack Sparrow. Where he is a normal person as Jack Sparrow, but he's acting funny. You know what I mean? Whereas Grindelwald, he's more. He has like a serious take to him, and he's very kind of like manipulative and charming at the same time, and it's very humane.
Actually,
like, in a sense, it's very kind of like, he boils it down to a very kind of like humanity type of like thing. Yeah. You know what I mean?
And to commend him another time is actually I went and I had a conversation with somebody. I was like, yeah, Johnny Depp was in the movie, and they looked at me funny. I was like, Johnny Depp was in the movie? Yeah, he was Grindelwald. And they were like, oh my God, I completely forgot about that. So he actually masked himself pretty well as that character and did such a great job.
Yeah.
No, that's my point. Half the time you can never fucking tell the tin. It's like...
No, you can tell it. I can tell
that is a good thing, though, as an actor.
As an actor, you
don't want to think that's, oh yeah, that's Johnny Depp talking.
But I get what you're saying.
Oh no, that's Grindelwald because I believe that's Grindelwald.
Well,
You know what I mean?
Makeup. Like, that's not thing.
No,
That's
It's
the
not
point.
makeup. It's acting.
He took the character really well. Like, watch it, and if you still feel like it's the same stance, and okay, we'll have a conversation of that. But I would watch it first.
Yeah, I think you'd like it.
If I get there.
He's not gonna get there.
I watched the first one.
Yeah, but that didn't have Johnny Depp in it.
Yes, it did. Didn't it?
Technically, for like 2 seconds.
Did it really?
Yeah, the very, very end. When Colin
Oh,
Farrell turned
yeah.
into Johnny Depp. But Johnny Depp, all he does is like, I'm Johnny Depp. And
Oh,
that's
yeah,
it.
pretty
You know?
much.
It's like-
I completely forgot about that one.
and the second one's just now the start of him being... Yeah, anyways.
I probably didn't watch
Okay,
that.
so I did my worst. You guys did your worst. So,
Box office
biggest box office hit. I already did mine. How about you go ahead and do your biggest box office hit?
You
What do you
didn't
think?
do your book. We just.
I didn't, but I
didn't
just
write
did. I
that
just
one
did
down.
my worst. So we're just. Going
Oh,
I actually
got
didn't
it.
write that one down. Can I see the list again?
Oh my god.
I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't.
Well,
do
then-
that. I didn't do that one. So I
Vince,
think you
you
guys
go.
should do that one.
I can go.
Yeah.
I think hands down Avengers Endgame.
Avengers Endgame.
I think hands down Avengers Endgame. Just because it's a generation that's going to attract multiple generations. It's going to attract us. It's going to attract the kids. It's going to attract everybody because it's not something that's going to shy
Wow,
people
that was
away.
my argument too.
Really?
Yeah, but a
it's-
different movie.
Star Wars.
No.
Really?
So I was thinking.
Oh.
I
You are
you're-
gonna be surprised. Okay,
You're going to think Lion King.
I am. That was my pick. Lion King. Lion King was what made Disney like come out of that like black hole that it was in, and it made it go into the renaissance of Disney. That animation of its time.
True.
Lion King is they made freaking that movie made so fucking much
It did. You're right.
of its time. It made so much, and it was such a big hit that I think that it John Favreau's doing this one. Fucking Childish Gambino's in it. Beyonce's in
yeah.
it. Like there's
It's a
good
top build
cast.
cast.
Is a good cast, and I think if they stick to the formula of Lion King, it's gonna have its big box office hit with the nostalgia from the people who grew up on that shit to the kids who are now gonna be like, holy crap, this is not just an animated film, because I have no idea I had no idea that it was an animated film. This is something new. You know what I mean? Like that's what I think that they're taking it. That's why I think they're doing this like live action, is because they've already done animation, and now the kids of this generation, they're over
Yeah.
cartoons. Now they're gonna be watching
Yeah.
that shit.
So, question for you: are you gonna watch Lion King in theaters?
Yeah.
Are you gonna watch Lion King in theaters?
I probably.
I think I'll wait for Lion King
so
in
for
theaters
me-
just for me to hear about it. Avengers,
I'm not
I don't
gonna-
want to hear about
no,
it.
I'm
I
not
want to
gonna-
watch that first
Right,
day.
right.
And that's the difference to me is Lion King. You kind of want to hear about it.
Well, that would
It's
be
like
for
you're-
your
you're-
anticipating.
You're anticipating.
I'm talking about biggest
So-
box
Box
office
office
hit.
hit.
I'm
So
not
I
even
don't
thinking
know.
about.
So for me, as I read these, I was thinking Star Wars automatically because I forgot about Lion King and all the other like Disney movies.
You're definitely thinking Godzilla.
No, I
that's
was
gonna
definitely
be-
thinking
flop.
like
Pikachu.
We should have done box office flop
yeah,
too.
I was definitely thinking Pikachu for sure.
Pikachu.
Um, no, but for sure it has to be the Lion King, only because of the fact that some of these other movies that are being redone, like Dumbo, as much as Dumbo is like loved by so many people,
It's-
the kids nowadays don't know Dumbo like it was known back then.
no.
They know of Dumbo. They've watched the movie, but it's not this fucking huge movie. And most of the people that watch that movie are now in their 50s?
Pretty close, yeah.
I don't even
50s?
think I watched Dumbo when I was a kid.
I don't even think I've watched the entire movie.
I don't think so.
So for
I
me,
did. I was pretty young.
the first movie that I ever watched in theaters was The Lion King.
I don't even think I watched that. I don't even know if I watched it.
I watched it in theaters. I remember my uncle took us and we went as a family, and a bunch of us went and we watched it, and I cried like a little bitch, and it was a good movie.
I really think they're gonna really just battle each other out in the box office. But if we're talking about international, I think like all the way around, I think you're right. I think Lion King takes it.
I think Lion
'Cause
King
it's-
is going to be the top
It's
for sure.
It's such a worldwide
Not only
movie that they're really gonna just be anticipated just to see how it's going to be. We, in our generation, and then the generation before us, because it really hit them, just want to see how it's going to be. But most of us in our generation, the previous generation, have kids. So I can take my kids to this.
The
one.
Lion King is still a very relatable movie.
Well, that was our show. Thank you so much for tuning in. We are apologizing ahead of time if some of that got cut out. We talked a good amount.
We did.
We were just yapping away.
We were yapping away so much that we didn't realize that the camera stopped recording. We only get 30 minutes each record time, so we were. Yeah, we didn't have a marker. We got to get one of those.
We did a cheers when we had beer. So just
Yeah,
we don't have beer.
Cheers, guys.
So thank you for sticking to the end. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for watching. Tell your friends. We just are looking for more viewership.
Mm-hmm.
We are going to be doing this
More often.
in 2019 more often. Podcasts every Sunday. Should be dropping around 11 o'clock. So yeah, thank you so much. Cool. Appreciate it. Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year.
And we will see you next week. Cheers.
Cheers.